everyone, it's Marianne and welcome to my Wasteless Life. In this video, let's talk about green plants. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're new, this is my Wasteless Life, where I take you along my plant and sustainable lifestyle journey and share with you some of my tips and tricks along the way. And since St. Patrick's Day is this week, I thought I would share with you some of my favorite green plants, the green plants that I have in my collection. In the plant community, we tend to hype up more the variegated plants. For this video, I just want to keep the focus on the non-variegated plants, particularly the plants that are just completely green. There's not a single variegation in them, and not even the plants that are neon green or silver blue green, just plain green. And I have so many of them in my collections, and if you've been with me for a while, I know I've said multiple times I like my green plants. Even with my variegated plants, I prefer them to be a little bit more green than variegated. And as you watch this video, please do share down in the comments what are your favorite green plants, the one that you have currently in your collection, and the ones that you wish to get. I'll be very interested to know. And I do have a wide variety of green plants in my collection, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. So let's start in this section, my large flower plants. They're not usually all in here, but for better lighting, I just moved them in here for the video. As you can see over here, we have this DRACEANA. This one is a very old plant. This has been with us for many years now, probably since the day that we moved into this house, which is probably about 5 to 6 years ago. So this is a really old plant, and a DRACEANA is a very good statement plant. They are very low maintenance and they come in different shapes and sizes. And we have another one here, which is a corn plant. This one has also grown so fast as well that I have to support this stem over here so that it would stand up, because it has become very top heavy. This one down here is a Xanadu that I'm actually getting rid of because this one is currently infested with pests. I have tried treating it, but even before that, I've already decided to get rid of this plant. So my plan is to either plant this outside or probably just give this away once the weather starts to become consistently warmer. So let me share with you the ones that we have on our coffee table. It's not normally arranged like this. It's usually just the MONSTERA DELICIOSA and the succulent bowl, but I added the other plants that I have all over the place just so they're in one place for this video. But yeah, so like I said, this MONSTERA DELICIOSA, it is a propagation of the mother plant over there, which we're gonna see all in a while. And right now it's in LECA, and it just came out with a new leaf. It's very fenestrated, but it's a lot smaller than the regular leaf. This one is actually suffering or has suffered from mealybugs. It's trying to bounce back. As you can see, this one has started yellowing. I think the yellowing has stopped, but I don't know if it's going to continue to yellow. And this is a pineapple that I grew from a store-bought pineapple. This one is about 2 summers old. So this upcoming growing season, I think, is its 3rd growing season. So it has grown quite a bit. I don't know if it's going to bear fruit. They say it's usually during the 3rd growing season that it would, but I'm not sure. But so far it's been doing well. We have a couple more pineapple plants that I also grew from store-bought. And over here is a MONSTERA SILTEPECANA plant. This is not exactly variegated. I don't think so. It might look like it has a silver sheen, but in its maturity, it's just mostly green for me, like the Cebu blue POTHOS, but not without the silver blue coloring, just like a green to dark green coloring, which I really like. And over here is my holiday cactus. Honestly, I'm not sure what holiday it is because this has bloomed for me Thanksgiving, Christmas, and now going into spring, Easter. So this has been blooming for me since Thanksgiving, and it hasn't stopped blooming. And over here is probably the only succulent that I have, which is not even mine, to be honest. But this succulent arrangement, I added my cactus here and my string of pearls or whatever's left of it. But yeah, succulents are also great green plants. This Haworthia over here are a little bit variegated, but there are a lot of cactus and succulents that are non-variegated. I personally don't do well with succulents. They die on me often, so that's why I am not very drawn to them. But we have this one, and so far it has been surviving, but it's not really part of my main plant collection. And over here is a Peperomia hope that I got off a plant swap. that I'm actually thinking of getting rid of. It does have that unique leaf shape. This is why the Peperomia Hope was once in my wish list plants, but now I don't know if I'm gonna keep this or not. But this is one of those plants, if you're into peperomias, you'd really love this one. But sadly, kind of like with the succulents, I'm not really into peperomia. The only peperomia that I really like is the Peperomia prostata. And this plant is one of the plants that I'm very proud of. This is an autograph plant. I got a cutting of it when I was in Miami in 2019. So this one is about a year and a half old, and literally it was a cutting, like maybe this cutting, just with a little bit more leaves, and it has grown into this. So I'm really excited about this one. And then we're gonna go into this corner. So over here is my Tomatophyllum bifidum, which is right next to a south and west facing window. And my Tomatophyllum bifidum, I usually chop it off a lot so that I could bring it back inside so it's not too big or too wide. But as you can see, there's like some damage to the leaf, like cold damage to the leaves. It is not past because I've been checking it for past frequently and I don't see any, and I've also been treating it. So I think it's just cold damage. But so far, I think it's going to be okay once the spring season starts, and I'm going to put it back outside. Last growing season, it was outside the entire time, and it did really, really well. And right next to that is my Ficus lyrata, aka the fiddle-leaf fig. I have a whole video on how to care for your fiddle-leaf fig. This one is probably one of my favorite accomplishments as a plant parent, because I got this as a rescue plant, literally just 7 to 4 leaves when I got it. I got it from the clearance section, and now it grew into this. This is also one of the first plants that I bought, and the one that really kicked off my plant collection. And over here is my aloe vera. As you can see, it has grown a lot of pups, so I need to be repotting and propagating them really soon, so that will be in an upcoming video. And over here is a 2-for-1. I don't know if you can see it, but this one is my avocado plant, the only one that has successfully grown from seed. But over here is my mango plant, and this one is really tall. This one is already as tall as me, and it will not bear fruit, I think, but it is on its 2nd year, and it would take about like 7 years if it's going to bear fruit. It has been suffering some fungal damage, sun damage, I'm not really sure, but so far it is okay, and I'm very eager to bring it outside so that it could bounce back. But so far it's doing good. And last but not the least is my MONSTERA DELICIOSA. As you can see, this is the leaf that gave me a fenestration in the middle, and I'm hoping the next one would be the same. It is starting to push out another growth, and I'm also air layering it right now. Again, that will be for a future video. I do want to chop it off here, but before I chop it off, I want it to have some good roots already. So unlike the other one over here, so that when it pushes its new growth, it won't push out a small leaf. It would continue to push out a large leaf. At least that's my theory, and hopefully that works. Yeah, so those are some of my green plants in my plant collection. Like I said, most of them are here in the living room, and I have some of them in my bedroom, which we'll go to next. And now we're back in my room. I am currently watering some plants. As you can see, I have my PILEA PEPEROMOIDES over here. Another great green plant. Used to be a very trendy plant, but now they could be easily found anywhere. And my POTHOS, this is actually my reverted MANJULA POTHOS. And of course, my SCINDAPSUS Jade Satin, another favorite green plant. And this is one of those green plants that are actually more expensive than their variegated counterparts. So that is one unique thing about this SCINDAPSUS Jade Satin. And the mother plant of my PILEA PEPEROMOIDES. Kind of like with the aloe, I need to start propagating and repotting the pups it has. Again, will be in a future video. And of course, my birds of paradise, as you can see, is about to shoot out a new leaf. I'm very excited about that. And over here is my Ficus AUDREY. I also like this one compared to the Ficus lyrata. If you're not having good luck with that plant, I do recommend the Ficus Audrey because it's a lot more low maintenance in my opinion. And I've been tempted to get the Ficus Larida Bambino, the one that you can see like a smaller version of the Ficus Larida. But since because I have already so many plants, I have stopped myself from buying it. But this one is kind of like a good alternative to that, and also a different variety of ficus. If you already also have the large Ficus Larida and you want like a smaller ficus for a smaller space or just on top of your desk, I do recommend getting the Ficus Audrey. Of course, with time, this will also grow into a very large plant, but I really like this one. And here in my greenhouse cabinet, of course, the RHAPHIDOPHRA TETRASPHERMA. As you can see, this one I had been rehabbing because it suffered root rot, but it's now growing so well. And over there, the purple light is making it look like a different color, but it is the MONSTERA ADANSONII narrow form. And on top of here is this one is my MONSTERA ADANSONII white form, and this one is like a 4-leaf plant. It can only have 4 leaves and that's it. Once it shoot out another leaf would die. And if you're into Hoya, since Hoya KERRII, I recently repotted this, but now it's acting up, so I don't know what's gonna happen with that one. And yeah, and I almost forgot, and I can't believe that I did, but the ZZ plant, of course, this is probably like one of the best green plants. I love this. I actually love this better than the ZZ Raven, but don't tell my ZZ Raven. But this one is such a fast grower for a low light plant. Very low maintenance. I only water this once a month. And this one is probably also going to need repotting because it also has pushed out a lot of pops. And yeah, so that's a ZZ Raven, and I think that's a good plant to end on. So yeah, those are the green plants in my collection, and I really like them. I enjoy them as much as my variegated plants. And if you haven't yet, go comment down below what are your favorite green plants, the ones you have in your collection, and the ones that you wish to get. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I hope you subscribe. I come up with houseplants and sustainable lifestyle videos every week. And if you haven't yet, check out these videos up here until my next one. But until then, I see you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself and each other, and have a plentiful day. Bye.